The theory that Adolf Hitler discovered agartha is an elaborate conspiracy. It persists in popular culture and conspiracy circles because it blends real aspects of the Nazi ideology and exploration with imaginative speculation about lost civilization and secret knowledge. This video is going to explore the historical and cultural foundations of the theory. The origins of agartha. Agartha is a subterranean kingdom first described in the context of mystical literature. According to myth, it exists inside the earth, inhabited by advanced civilization that is either spiritually enlightened, technologically superior, or both. Variations of the legend appear in multiple cultural traditions, including Indian, Tibetan, and European esoteric sources. Agartha is often closely linked to the hollow earth theory, a pseudo-scientific concept that suggests the planet is not solid but contains a vast internal spaces accessible through polar openings or remote regions such as mountains. The hollow earth theory itself dates back to the 17th and 18th century, when scientific understanding of the Earth's interior was limited. Early proponents, including writers and explorers, imagined vast underground realms inhabited by ancient and superior beings. These myths were often combined with spiritualist and esoteric ideas, suggesting that humanity's origins and ultimate destiny were connected to these hidden civilizations. Agartha, in this context, became a symbol of lost knowledge and the ultimate secret of the planet. By the late 19th and early 20th centuries, agartha was a fixture in mystical and occult literature. It was described as a utopian realm often ruled by wise beings with extraordinary powers. Some accounts linked agartha to ancient civilizations such as Atlantis, suggesting that survivors had retreated underground to preserve knowledge and technology. These ideas created a fertile, imaginative landscape for later theories that connected agartha with the contemporary political movements, the Nazi context, and interest in mysticism. The rise of the Nazi Party in Germany coincided with a period in which mystical and esoteric ideas were gaining some popularity in Europe. While the Nazis are primarily remembered for their political ideology, militarism, and the Holocaust, certain elements of the regime were fascinated by occultism, racial mysticism, and the search for ancient knowledge. Leaders and ideologists within the Nazi Party sought to construct a narrative of Aryan supremacy and historical destiny, sometimes drawing on myths and esoteric traditions to legitimize their worldview. A key institution reflecting the interest was the Ahnenerbe. Founded in 1935, its stated mission was to investigate the cultural and historical heritage of the German people. But in practice, it often straddled the line between legitimate scholarship and ideological propaganda. The Ahnenerbe conducted archaeological digs, anthropological research, and expeditions to remote regions such as Tibet. While some of these missions were scientifically grounded, others pursued more speculative goals, including searching for evidence of prehistoric Aryan civilizations, occult artifacts, and ancient knowledge that might bolster Nazi ideology. The genuine historical interest in mysticism, combined with the emphasis on Aryan mythology, provided the foundation for later conspiracy narratives. The Ahnenerbe's expedition, particularly to Tibet and other remote regions, became the touchstone for stories claiming that the Nazis sought secret or supernatural knowledge hidden in the world. Alleged Nazi expeditions and discoveries. Proponents of the theory that Hitler found agartha often cite real Nazi expeditions and projects as supporting evidence. These include the Tibet expedition from 1938 to 1939. The Ahnenerbe sent an expedition to Tibet under the pretext of studying the region's cultural, religion, and anthropology. This expedition collected artifacts, took photographs, and conducted ethnographic studies. Conspiracy theorists suggest that the expedition's true purpose was to locate hidden entrances to agartha. Often imagined as being located in the Himalayas, some versions of the theory claim that Tibetan monks were guarding the inner world and that the Nazis sought to gain access to their secrets. Antarctic expedition from 1938 to 1939. The Nazis also undertook an expedition to Antarctica, officially to explore the map and region and claim territory. Conspiracy theorists call this a mission to discover a gateway to agartha or to establish a secret base within the hollow earth. In these narratives, Hitler and his inner circle are often depicted as having gained access to advanced technology or knowledge from underground civilizations, secret bases, and hidden technology. Some versions of agartha's theory claim that the Nazis constructed secret bases in remote areas, including Antarctica or isolated mountain regions, where they interacted with inhabitants of Agartha. Proponents suggest that the bases contained advanced technology, including aircraft and weapons, which were either derived from or inspired by Agarthan knowledge. Hitler and Agartha in post-war conspiracy theories. After World War II, the rapid collapse of Nazi Germany and the mystery around some of its secret projects created fertile ground for conspiracy theories. Stories began to circulate that suggesting Hitler and the Nazis had not only pursued advanced technology, but also discovered hidden civilizations. In these narratives, Hitler is sometimes portrayed as personally traveling to the entrances of Agartha. The Inner Earth civilization is described as technologically superior or spiritually enlightened, and that Nazi leaders allegedly formed alliances with Agarthan beings. These stories are mostly propagated through books, speculative articles, and more recently online forums and videos. They often combine historical elements such as Nazi occultism and expeditions, creating a narrative that can appear plausible to audiences unfamiliar with the historical record. Influence on popular culture. Despite lacking evidence, the Hitler-Agartha theory has had a notable cultural impact. It appears in books and novels. Many works of speculative fiction and alternative history explore Nazis discovering hidden worlds and advanced civilizations. It appears in films and video games. Stories of secret Nazi bases, advanced technology, and subterranean civilizations are popular tropes. Online forums and conspiracy websites continue to propagate the theory, often blending it with UFO myths, secret technology, and other fringe narratives. The theory endures because it combines historical intrigue, mystery, and the human fascination with hidden knowledge and lost civilization. Why the theory persists. Several psychological and cultural factors explain why people continue to believe or be fascinated by the idea that Hitler found Agartha. Nazi secrets. The regime's secretive operations and interest in occult create a sense that there is a hidden truth waiting to be uncovered. Desire for alternative histories. Some audiences are drawn to narratives that challenge conventional historical accounts. The Agartha story is often linked with UFOs, advanced technology, and lost civilization.